Confluence II, Poem 6, An Existential Dream. Storm clouds are waiting to pass, blown in by turbulent winds. Purple flurries cloud the vision. Dusty cumulus spreads in all directions. Like a maiden in a stairless tower, I await to be rescued by memories which may betray me like enemies. From my stairless tower, I shall send salvos at these vagaries. Even if the infidel sun hides his resplendent face forever, I shall not bother. An enigmatic illusion, like the horizon of bygone days being golden. Dwelling forever in that lane is poison. Yet I run toward the horizon and walk to relive the bygone golden. For a madman am I, who dwells in the past beholden. I steal my madness from the periphery of sanity, becoming a keeper of moments, a god in my own eyes. I turn to the world a blind eye, keeping memories alive as I breathe them dry. I leech on to my memories. They leech on to me. I live through them. They live through me. But what or who is alive? Is it them, or is it me, or all just fantasy? I recollect and reflect on, in my lonesome day, what you said of me to her. How blessed am I! Those words of sweet love resonate. Cherish them will I, forever and a day. Teasing, tormenting, never a silent moment giving. Empty inside am I, sans their precious presence. I root for them, feverishly creating them, for they turn the wind beneath my wings. Sifting sinewy shadows, folded securely within me, feeling the soft tenderness of their fingers, melting in a devolving spree. I neither lend them to the breeze that lingers, nor to the bird flying in a reverie. Swinging shadows, short, long, slow and swift, right, left, front, back, clear and unclear, when, how, predictable and unpredictable, alive to live with these prancing mnemonic shadows. Somewhere within, a treasure trove, half opened, tenacious with love replete, swells a nostalgic ocean. Feeble echoes of memories strum, a conch shell comes alive and hums, and moon as my witness to my sunny day, music plays, conversations well, washed over by a tidal wave. Memories, you tread the early morning dream, your mysterious wheel floating over tiny gossamer threads, wading through moonlight, weary winter streams, and there the lost child peeping through the cloud beams. Yesteryears energize, years yawning ahead, with remembrance of the said and the unsaid. When all of you was all of mine, life resonates, filled with love divine. Drifting along your fragrance trail, sublimity opening my soul's quivering wings. Ah, what a feeling to waft with you a blaze, awash as always, my eyes and my seeing, every breath dripping with longing. Cotton clouds floating add to tender moments. Was it the melt pond beside the iceberg, or the meandering river that played witness as we spent countless hours under silvery streaks? To uncover my perceptions to the pristine, searching to find a chord to connect, not a road where space needed, where my energy is sucked, dissipated, and I baffled by the glitter. I pick those memories out and worry them like a dog with a gnawed bone. I feel those memories out like a tongue nursing an ice cream cone. Sweet, sour, why torment me so? Even as you are hauntingly eloquent, I want to be free from you. I want my peace, my identity new. Clouds wafting, inane baggage of yesteryears, with precious, pregnant dreams for the future. The mind poignantly poised at the altar of the present, and shackles with bated breath, muted hope, and meanders to an unknown morrow. A dried leaf in a forgotten diary. Your first letter from way back when that song, our own, our secret reverie, growing forever, dearer with time, like a fossil preserved, tugs at me now and then. I sailed down the river of fancy, flitting from the past, the present, and yet to be. Charmed by murmuring ripples, the whispering wind, the fairy landscape, in my own inscape, unconscious of time, fleet-footed. The tidal wave and the melodies of the brook, the river glistening under the hidden moon, the song of the captain riding the wave, mesmerized by the river bank, the dancing branches. I travelled a dreamland that seemed the real land. Haunting or hunting memories are an uninvited presence. Sporadic gunshots reopening my never-healing wounds, plugged by a summer shower of a pleasant flashback that leave the sores to combat the bitter blood and brood. When you took leave, you took the shadow of your memories with you. Yet, you sneak into my pages, a dry flower, an unshed tear in the corner of my eye, lingering, a vagabond in the dark alleys of my heart, throwing reminiscent pebbles in the silent pool of my being. And yet, gentle showers of your looks drench my parched heartland. Fragrance of you wafts to the pores of my being, blanketing me in the warmth of forgotten love. Fetching vicissitudes of succor from past vintage, from the folds of buried perception, outwardly serene, waiting to trigger hot bouts of riot in inner chambers, to salvage, deflect, and revamp them at will. And yet, like torn petals, old perfume, memories dwell in my amber heart, with no borders delineating them as good, bad, for they are my treasury and more. In the attic of my submerged house, they are the rest flows holding me up that will someday arouse. The breeze, the birds, watch me, frozen in nostalgia. River ripples conjure earth's fragrant tales. A listener, less void, nods in fervent approval. Memories flow. My resolve to hold on evaporates. Stray, subtle, unfathomable smiles and thoughts soared, hoping they pass on to a sheet of icy calmness. But these broken fragments, will they linger beyond the great beyond, keeping me forever in harness? Sages say life is but an existential dream that claim seems so fallacious. And yet, if that single neuron holding memories of you were to rupture, destroying every remembrance of you, you would never have existed, leaving me indeed in gracious, icy calmness.